Hi, welcome to Jadekine Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I will be unboxing the Star Wars X-Wing Heroes of the Resistance expansion pack, as well as going over a few other X-Wing related odds and ends. What case I got to store right now my collection, but once it gets, really not all that much bigger, enough to store one, maybe two, what are they? Squads, armies, whatever it is, some sleeves, and the playmat. And I'm actually going to start by opening up this playmat because for one, I'm going to start showing it on this camera. And then we can look at a detail, of course, on the other camera, but it's too big to zoom that camera out to actually see it, because this is a, what is it? It's 3 feet by 3 feet rubber mat with a slip-resistant bottom and a minimalist design. Well, sort of. I got the Bespin one. It's like they have various designs, but it is a bit of a thin mousepad material. And I have to go way back here to get it on camera. Oh, wow. Okay, the colors are a lot more vibrant than I actually thought, just from the online images. Especially right here where there's this sort of bloom where it's like almost the sunlight. That is going to be a lot more fun than my sort of halfway getting things not exactly the right size. I was like, let's get a nice 3 foot by 3 foot actual right size. But it's Bespin. I thought that would be a cool one to have. And so that takes up sort of half, and then the other side is a star field. And I'm going to move things a little bit out of the way, so you can kind of see down here. You can see this is the slip-resistant material. Of course, it's going to be in shadow of itself. And it is. It's much thinner than like an old mouse pad was. So there's that. But yeah, Cloud City, and then just on the other side, it sort of fades out to this Starfield. I think they have their logo on. Yeah, the Star Wars logo. So I will roll that up nicely in a bit, but right now we're doing a video. And the next things I want to show before we get to the actual box of new guys is this case. It is whatever, I think that 5231 model number is what you'd search for a Plano case. And in the top, I pretty much can easily store pretty much whatever I need for the actual game. So enough of the tokens, all the rollers, and there's more dividers, so if I need to divide this, I can. And that will pretty much stay what it is. And right now I have these clasps open up the bottom where I just have all of the other ships that I have. Larger ships in the big compartment, some ships stored separately, ship cards. I can fit, and I probably will fit the cards here. But for example, I'll take a couple of these. I'm thinking I might clasp this because that could be bad if it just fell. And a couple of these. And I did get these. These, pretty much when you get the ships, they have a little marking on the back, and it'll say, on these, for example, it says 1 and 1 of the yellow and gray. And gray are standard card game size sleeves, and yellow are mini American board game size sleeves. So pretty much what I got here is a pack of 50 sleeves of each, just so that I can, you can kind of see there's a little bit, yeah, see it better there. So there is a little extra space in there, so there's that. But I will end up going through and putting all of the cards in here. And obviously it says one of each on there, but on that box, but it's not really going to use a full 50. I actually got 2 of, I think, this one, because I'll go through those quicker, particularly because I have to sleeve the damage deck. But I wanted to check these out and just show, I mean, they're basic card sleeves. Nothing fancy, no mark, they're completely clear. And so, just a little protection for the cards. Not a bad thing to have. And I will sort these back where they go later. Right now, yep, they do still fit. So, that is sort of how I've been storing things and how I'm planning to store both, you know, the game materials that I need in the top half for actually playing, and then I'll have my squad, or possibly 2 if I want to have one. Right now I'm the one that's collecting, so my buddy Bob is playing with me, and he's really enjoying it. He doesn't, other than having the starter set that we tried the game originally with, he hasn't really gotten anything else for himself. So, at this point, the goal would be to have 2 squads at least in there. But it is a nice way to store everything I need just for the actual game on top, and then what I'll need for the squad on the bottom. So, that's what I've been using for that. And now the new minis. Alright, so we have the Star Wars X-Wing Heroes of the Resistance. So this is, and with the blue title, it's the new, the modern, the Force Awakens. And of course they show whatever's in there on the back. Game contents, yeah, who cares? We're opening it. I'll see what's in there when I open it. Alright. Alright. So this actually has Millennium Falcon as well as an X-Wing. Oh no, the box broke. That affects so much. Alright, what do we have here? We'll look at that in a moment. Oh, we have this at this zoom level. We will take a look at this. The little mini rules add-on, which gives any special rules for that weren't in the original rules. So for this ship, or I guess the ships that are in here, it does have a new mission, and apparently this is the final one. Mission 19, final mission. No more missions after this, I guess. They're just gonna quit trying to get you to buy more that way, eh? Nah, I don't think so. The Talon Roll, which is different, but similar to a couple other things that we have. Yeah, but yeah, so it's just rules, and of course the layout of the dials there. So it's this X-Wing that has the, right? Yeah, the X-Wing has the Talon Roll, the T-70 X-Wing. So there's that. Of course we have the little pegs for the dials. We have the bases for both ships. And we have the stuff that's in here, and the ships themselves. There we go. So can I get it out? Let's take a closer look. Alright. That is the Force Awakens era. You can tell by the satellite, of course, Millennium Falcon. Little spindly gun, nice tiny parts. Cool engine, and all these scorch marks along the back are nice. They're nicely detailed. Just looking around at the ship. Yeah, so cool Millennium Falcon. And we also have this X-Wing. So, Heroes of the Resistance has an X-Wing. It's all black. Well, not all black, yes, but red bits. Yeah, so, which is nice because currently most of what I've actually gotten to add to stuff is big ships. So nice to have another little ship here. And we'll look at the cardboard first. So we get Rey in the X-Wing, whatever. We have our X-Wings essentially, I believe this is like a turret weapon. So that's what this is referencing. I think they can attack like outside of just their normal firing arc. Chewbacca. So yeah, we have those, and of course the variety of pilots, as well as some, generics. The T-70 X-Wing and the YT-1300. Han Solo, of course. Some shield tokens, some stress tokens, and we do get resistance sympathizers, so we do get a generic on the ship. Maybe these are just for mission? I'm not really sure. We get plenty more shields. We get some little silhouette tokens that I'm not really sure for, and some of these, and of course the dials. Plenty of maneuvers on some of those fast. A bit of a crowded dial, but crowded dial means lots of choice. We'll look at the ships themselves next. We get let's see. Alright, so we get Han Solo, and of course with the ship it's got 3 attack, 1 for dodging, 8 shields, and 5 haul. Wait, 5 shields, 8 haul. Flip that. 9 pilot skill, of course, with Han Solo. And when you are placed during setup, you can be placed anywhere in the play area beyond range 3 of enemy ships. So you're able to, that's an ability that only affects the setup, but you can start the game in quite a different location than normal. Rey, same other than one less pilot, and when attacking or defending, if the enemy ship is inside your firing arc, you may reroll up to 2 of your blank results. Okay, good use for that. Blank results can be obnoxious. Chewbacca says, again, same, lower pilot. After another friendly ship at range 1 to 3 is destroyed, but has not fled the battlefield, so not if they just run off the battlefield, you may perform an attack. So, okay, so if you put him with a lot of small, guys that are going to get destroyed easier, that's good use. And then the general losing the pilot skill, lower pilot skill, losing the pilot talent, whatever, the little ribbon thing that they can do, and of course no ability. So there's your generic though. And then going back up to the X-Wing, we have Poe. Again, with this X-Wing, we get whatever, 3, 2, 3, and 3. 9 pilot for Poe, of course. While attacking or defending, if you have a focus token, you may change one of your focus results to a hit or a dodge. So, yeah. So, in other words, without spending the focus token, if you only have 1 eyeball, you can get the benefits without spending the token, and therefore use it again later. I get it. Yen Yob still has the talent. 7 pilot, when you receive a stress token, if there is an enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1, you may discard that stress token. Okay, so if you have like an enemy close by in your sights, you don't get stressed. Snap Flexly still has that. After you execute a 2, 3, or 4 speed maneuver, if you are not touching a ship, you may perform a free boost action. Okay, so as long as you're not running into things and going a decent speed, you can. He goes fast. He moves around. That's cool. Okay, losing the talent. We have Jespava, still unique. When attacking or defending, you may reroll one of your dice for each other friendly ship at range 1. Okay, so works well in formation. Red Squadron Veteran does have the talent. Blue Squadron Novice does not, and lower pilot skill. So then we have the 2 generics. Okay, and now we have the small cards, the whatever modifications and such. We get Snapshot for 2. Looks to be a weapon at close range. After an enemy ship executes a maneuver, you may perform this attack against that ship. Okay, so it's an attack outside of area. Attack one ship, you cannot modify your attack dice and cannot attack again this phase. Okay, so during this phase, so that means I think the phase moves over once I forget. Again, still learning the game. Pretty new to it. You get a couple of those. Trick Shot, when attacking, if the attack is obstructed, you may roll 1 additional attack die. Okay. So they get an extra defense for it being obstructed, but you get an extra attack. And you get a couple of those too. And, oh wow. Oh. That's no points. If you just got an open pilot talent, that's no points. That is, I'm happy with that. Finn, of course, Rebel only. When attacking with a primary weapon or defending, if the enemy ship is inside your firing arc, you may add 1 blank result to your roll. Add 1 blank result to your roll. I guess, so he combines with cards that that do things to blank results, would be the logical reason. Hotshot Copilot, it's another crew. When attacking with a primary weapon, the defender must spend 1 focus token if able. When defending, the attacker must spend... You're forcing them to use their focus tokens and not save them. Okay. Ray, another pilot. At the start of the end phase, you may place 1 of your ship's focus tokens on this card. At the start of the combat phase, you may assign 1 of those tokens to your ship. So if you still have focus at the end, you can basically take and save it for later. That is cool. Got ourselves a droid. When a ship you have locked is attacking, you may choose 1 attack die. The attacker must re-roll that die. You can acquire target locks on other friendly ships. Ooh. So you can you can either use this to make them re-roll or to let you re-roll. Burnout Slam. Large ship only. Your action bar gains the what is that, boost action? After you or slam, I guess. After you perform the slam action, discard this card. So you get to do a slam once, which I guess is explained somewhere. You get a couple of those, and they're pretty cheap. Oh, and those are what are those called? Whatever. Illicit. I think they're the things that are found on the scum side that I don't have. So, yeah, there's something later that adds those. Okay. Because I'm like, those aren't on these ships by default. Let's see. We have primed thrusters, small ship only. For 1 point, stress tokens do not prevent you from performing boost or barrel roll actions unless you have 3 or more stress tokens. You can really build up the stress on with primed thrusters. Pattern Analyzer. When executing a maneuver, you may resolve the check pilot stress step after the perform action step instead of before. Okay, so just helping you, similar, but yeah, just helping you get stress a little bit later. You get a couple of those. And then the title for the Millennium Falcon. 1 point to edit. Of course, only to the proper ship. After you execute a 3-speed bank maneuver, either direction, if you are not touching another ship and you are not stressed, you may receive 1 stress token to rotate your ship 180 degrees. Just turn that around. Yeah, that's nice. The black one. Of course, to the other ship's title. After you perform a boost or barrel roll action, you may remove 1 enemy target lock from a friendly ship at range 1. You cannot equip this card if your pilot skill is 6 or lower. So you have to have a decent pilot skill, but nice. Integrated astromech. Integrated droid. Words. Let's see. X-Wing only. It's a modification. When you are dealt a damage card, you may discard one of your droid upgrade cards to discard that damage card without resolving its effect. So good to, and there's a couple of those. They're free to add to your X-Wings if you don't have another modification on there. And of course for the, for either this or the other, whatever, freighter transport that I have, your upgrade bar gains the, I think that's illicit is what I've heard it called, upgrade icon, which allows you to add that other card that we got in here, the Burnout Slam. This is 0 points. You may equip 1 additional modification upgrade that costs 3 or fewer squad points. So not only is it free, but as long as your other modification isn't expensive, it's not even taking up your modification. So yeah, no, this is nice for some of the things this will add to what I have currently. And the couple of, again, I think they're illicit, is what that 7 symbol is. Yeah, essentially with that, I believe that you can, essentially that'll get me started, because I eventually want to do Scum and Villainy and whatever, that 3rd faction. That's what my goal would be, to collect. So starting to do things like this is moving towards there. Of course, there are things you need to collect first, I feel, in order to have a decent army, and because those ships, they're just not as easy to come by. I guess today they are. They weren't when they first were released. But there are a lot of them that I want that really I get the cards from whatever that pack is called, and then I get the, I'm just having a fit. And then I get the packet, like the ships itself, from either the Rebellion or the Empire. So it's like, might as well collect the ships and build these forces first, and then get those. So that was, of course, the Heroes of the Resistance ships, as well as, showing off how I stored things, card sleeves, and that lovely mat that I need to roll back up here. Thank you for watching. Again, just like last time I did one of these videos, if you have any comments on the ships I got, or good strategy, or whatever, just suggestions, do let me know. I am still pretty new to this game, but I've played a few times, gotten to play again since, getting the ships, now using some of the large size ships, can be a lot of fun. Admittedly, so far, Bob has still always beaten me. Every game. But I lose and I have fun. And I always have let him have first choice on what to play, so. Because I'm like, well, I know this stuff. It's mine. You can choose first. And he chooses well. But I'm still having fun. So, but yeah, if you have any suggestions, do let me know. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.